spirit bride. Long ago, in a village surrounded by thick forest and a great river, there lived a young man named Obinna. He was a strong hunter and a hard-working farmer, but he had no wife. His mother often told him, a man without a wife is like a tree without roots. But no woman had ever truly captured his heart. One evening, as Obinna was hunting near the river, he heard a strange and beautiful song. The voice was soft, like the wind passing through leaves, and it called to him. Curious, he followed the sound and soon came upon a woman bathing in the moonlight. She was the most beautiful woman he had ever seen. Her skin glowed faintly, her hair flowed like water, and her eyes held a deep, mysterious sorrow. When she saw him, she gasped and stepped back. "You should not be here," she said in a voice as smooth as the river's surface. But Obinna could not turn away. He visited the river again and again, and slowly the woman, whose name was Adanna, warmed up to him. In time, he asked her to be his wife. She agreed, but on one condition: he must never ask about her past or follow her when she left their home at night. Obinna, blinded by love, promised never to break her rule. At first, their marriage was happy and their home blessed. Adanna was a perfect wife, kind, wise, and gentle. But the villagers soon began to whisper. They noticed strange things about her. She never ate food, yet she never grew weak. Her footprint disappears the moment she stepped on sand. When she sang, the wind stopped to listen. Some said she was not human, but Obinna refused to believe it. One night, Obinna woke up to find her side of the bed empty. Remembering her warning, he fought the urge to search for her, but his curiosity burned like fire. He could not resist. Quietly, he followed her into the forest and reached the riverbank. There, under the moonlight, he saw something that filled him with terror. Her lower body shimmering like the river itself, her hand stretched unnaturally long, and her hair floating as if caught in a current. Around her, shadowy figures gathered, a spirit of the river bowing before her. She was not just a spirit, she was the daughter of the river goddess. Obinna gasped, and Adanna turned sharply. Their eyes met, and in that moment, she knew he had broken his promise. Tears filled Adanna's eyes. "Why did you not trust me?" she whispered. The spirit rose from the water, anger flashing in their eyes. A woman was never meant to keep her, they said. Now he must pay the price. Obinna fell on his knees and begged for mercy, but the spirits had already decided his fate. Adanna would return to the spirit world, never to be seen again. Obinna would carry a curse of longing. He would hear her voice in the wind, see her reflection in the river, but never touch her again. As dawn broke, Adanna stepped into the river. "I loved you," she whispered, "but love without trust cannot survive." With that, she vanished beneath the surface, leaving no trace behind. From that day, Obinna became a haunted man. Whenever he passed the river, he heard their songs. At night, he dreamt of her, only to wake in sorrow. No other woman could take her place in his heart. Years later, unable to bear the pains, Obinna walked into the river and never returned. Meanwhile, Adanna gave birth to a son before she vanished. One evening, generation after Obinna had vanished, a young girl named Nena, Obinna's granddaughter, sat by the riverbank playing with the water. She was unlike other children. She had always felt drawn to the river, as if it called to her. That night, as the full moon hung in the sky, Nena's mother woke to find her daughter's bed empty. Panic gripped her as she ran outside, calling her name. Villagers light torches and searched the darkened paths, their voice echoing through the night. Then a cry rang out from the river. When they arrived, they saw Nena standing at the water's edge, her tiny feet sinking into the wet sand. But she was not alone. A tall woman, clothed in silver light, stood beside her. Her hair flowed like water. Her eyes held an ancient sorrow, and her voice was soft as the wind. "She belongs to me," the woman said. She carries my blood. The villagers fell to their knees, for they knew at once who she was. Adanna, the spirit bride, who had once lived among men. Nenna's mother clutched her daughter, pleading, "She's my child." Adanna's eyes softened. "And she is mine," she said. "She is of both worlds." Then she turned to Nenna. "Come, my child. It is time to choose." The little girl looked at her mother, then at the glowing woman, though she had never seen her before. "Will you live as a child of man?" Adanna whispered, "or as a daughter of the river?" The villagers held their breath, waiting, and then Nenna took a step forward with a show of love, kissed her forehead, pecked her hands, and then waved goodbye. This heartfelt gesture brought a smile to the spirit world and to the face of the spirit bride, her grandmother, Adanna. With that, she vanished, leaving the villagers to return to their village with Nenna, her granddaughter. Nenna was a reincarnation of her grandmother, the spirit bride, Adanna. She was born again to continue the family legacy. From that night onward, the river no longer wept. The song of sorrow faded. A new melody rose. A song not of longing, but of peace. And when Nenna grew old, it was said that she could call the rain with her voice, summon the wind with a whisper, and speak the language of the water. The spirit blood still ran strong in her. The Spirit Bride is a tale with charity. Stay tuned.